ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Redmond. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this throw will be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the Field, and I don't think he got there.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. On the return, here's Richard. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? Points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Redmond. Intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 27-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Redmond. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
This is fielded at the 27. And a very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock here? We just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
Now Eckler. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
At the 18-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And I think the ball's out, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Redmond. Got it open man. It's Rhodes. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Eckler, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air again, Herbert. Throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Operating from the gun, Redmond will let this go deep for Ruggs, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Redmond will find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. It's a screen to Richard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Redmond. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Las Vegas.
Throwing on first down. Redmond. Pass complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. intended for Jalen Richard. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not very much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of work?
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Allen. John Ross, 78 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's blocked. This is going the other way. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Get in there, get what you want, G. Get in there, get what you want, boy.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Right. He'll try and run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Redmond, and a slant holding by Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Chargers 20, Raiders 18. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 81 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 27, Raiders 18.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Redmond. He's airing it out and got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Redmond. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jacobs now. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the option, they'll try and run with it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Good job there.